be nice to wake up every morning and just look like you just didn't even have to try it all? Well, that is really easy with permanent makeup. But a lot of people are a little shy when it comes to permanent makeup because they think that they can't enhance it. Not true. We're going to show you today. According to our sponsor, Sally Hayes, we can actually have permanent makeup and then we can have a little bit more oomph in our look anytime we want it. Good to see you again.
Thanks.
And we also want to welcome your client. This is Elle Harding.
Right.
Who's had some things done.
She's actually had her eyes, her brows, and her lips done. I did them in 2007. And I just recently, did a retouch on her brows, but her eyes and lips will last a really long time.
Eyes, brows, and lips. Okay, and those are kind of the key things if you really want to make some dramatic improvements.
Right, it just fine-tunes your features, but she happens to really love putting on topical makeup.
Okay.
So she has enhanced it today with her own eyeshadow and a little additional eyeliner.
Well, this is the after, so let's kind of rewind just a little bit. Let's bring up a before picture if we could. It's going to kind of show how she looked before the permanent makeup, after the permanent makeup.
Right. Well, actually, the before was her eyes and lips were done, and then her eyebrows. I did her eyebrows the third after.
Again, okay.
Right. So
a touch-up.
Right, a retouch. But the interesting thing about permanent makeup is that lips and eyes last a really long time, but the brows you have to maintain over a couple of years.
And so as we come out, you can see that we've just popped that up a little bit.
Right. So that was her with nothing but permanent makeup. Now she has enhanced it.
As you've done her eyes, lips, and her brows, thank you, which do you think really kind of flatters her face the most?
Well, she's got beautiful green eyes, and I think the eyes pop, but then she's got gorgeous lips, too. So, it's just kind of a package, once again.
It's a toss-up.
Right.
Elle, let me ask you, how concerned were you about the permanence of this? Because I hear that a lot, like, oh, I don't know, it's so permanent.
I know, I was the same way, but actually, I'd seen Sally's work over and over again.
Right.
And I thought, she's the only person to go with because it looks so natural. I change my hair all the time, and that was one of my concerns.
Like cuts or?
Color.
She's one of those.
Pink hair.
Pink hair, blonde hair, red hair. So I wanted to make sure that, it was just more enhancing what I already have so that, as styles change and I change my mind, that
I think that's a great point because you can have the ability to change your makeup, your hair, even your clothes and your style, and it doesn't matter because the colors that you're doing is particularly on the lips.
Right, it's just all harmonizing with your skin tone, and then you can add all the additional you want. But I mean, and she looks great. Whatever hair color she does, it looks good. But you would never want to tattoo her brows as dark as her hair.
Right. And some people out there do. Not you, though.
No.
Which also, you said you'd seen a lot of people that have done it, but you wouldn't want to go to anybody else besides Sally. Sally, I have to brag on you a little bit. You actually have been doing this longer than anybody else in the state. Isn't that right?
Pretty much. It's really making me feel kind of old.
You know what? It's like wine. It gets better with age, right?
I'm getting up there.
Let's talk a little bit about as people go through the process. Let's remind people how that works.
Right. Well, I always like to have people come in for a complimentary consultation and let me do topical makeup on them. Show them. If they like what they see then they can go ahead and book an appointment to have it done. But I just don't think, regardless who you go to, me or anybody else, that you should never have a service done that you don't see first how it's going to look.
And was that really helpful for you to see how it was going to play out on your face?
Oh yeah, for sure. In fact, I would fill my eyebrows in naturally anyway, so that's what she did for me with the permanent makeup, so it's awesome not to have to do it every day.
The one that, were you at all concerned about any of them with choosing the color, or did you leave it all in the hands of Sally because she does it so often?
I honestly gave her free rein.
Yeah.
Totally trust her.
Well, it's for good reason. You look fabulous.
Thank you.
Well, a lot of people will come in with a brow pencil that they've been using because they don't like to see any red in their skin. And it may be fine topically, but it's not something that maybe you would mix as a tattoo color because you never want to create gray eyebrows.
And we should also mention it's painless.
Virtually, pretty close. I mean, I use lidocaine topicals for eyes and brows, and then the lips, of course, I have a nurse that comes in and does a dental block so you don't feel anything. Lips would be sensitive because they're a large area if you didn't have them numbed.
But not as, I mean, when you think of tattoo, you think of, really, really painful. And I've talked to at least 3 people here at the station that have done it, and they all, they say, it didn't hurt. Didn't hurt at all. So,
I think that everybody's pretty surprised how easy it is.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having
I'm
me.
staring at your lips. I'm not even making eye contact because your lips are so gorgeous.
Thank you.
Sally, it's great seeing you.
Thank you. Welcome back.
Thank you. You can look natural, only better. Look natural, only better with Permanent Makeup by Sally Hayes. You can get your complimentary consultation by calling 480-951-0539. I said that quickly, 480-951-0539, or get more information online at permanentmakeup.com. We should mention, too, that we're appreciative of your sponsorship of our show as well.